Welcome back. Another great day here at Apotheosis Role-Playing Games. My name is Teddy, and today we're interviewing Amanda, 3D Artificer. Hi, Amanda.
Hello again.
Thank you for coming back.
No problem.
Got tons of new questions for you. So what's your favorite part of playing a tabletop role-playing game?
My favorite part is how creative you can be, and also how it challenges you socially. There's a lot of situations where you wouldn't normally be in. You end up having to approach it in a more funny way or a more serious way. That's not how you would normally address problems. So it puts you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Excellent. So it's the challenge of being out of your comfort zone and being off script is a big thing.
Improvise.
Nice. That's cool. So what inspires you to make your characters?
I also am an artist too, so I pull inspiration from everything that I see. Video games, movies, shows. A lot of times I will sit down and watch a show just to get new ideas. So there's stuff all over the place. Pictures, everything. We have so many resources available that can inspire us today. We're really lucky. So,
I've been using Pinterest myself.
That's an obsession of mine.
Yeah, going through the character art, because there's just tons of great
Every
artists.
single character or idea or monster that I ever make, I make a Pinterest board for them, and I...
Very cool. Very, very cool. So when creating the background for your characters, what aspect of their past or their personality do you focus on?
I like to focus on the society that they came from.
Okay.
Because a lot of times your society shapes you into the person that you are, for good or for better. And I try to identify what that society's goals are and whether my character is in alignment with those same goals or whether they're more of an anarchist or they didn't fit in with their society, so maybe they have opposite goals of the society that they came from.
So when building this in another storyteller's game, then it would require a lot of storyteller interaction.
Yes.
And an awful lot of signing off on how the society is in their world so that you can then integrate your character fully into the game.
Yep. Some DMs will allow you to, or GMs will allow you to create your own little town or a little tribe that you can be from, or you might have to work with your GM to see, give a basic character idea and see where your character would fit in the best, and then get more information on it and build off from that.
I know over the years I've been able to use an awful lot of my players' ideas to flush out my world, so that all the work wasn't on my shoulders. I could kind of outsource a bit, and that collaboration definitely makes the game much better. So
things are normally, when multiple people work on them together, they normally turn out better. So.
And more real or authentic.
Yeah.
So what helps you stay in character during a game?
The biggest thing is knowing where my character came from and being able to pull off of like realistic background. Also having goals and weaknesses are really important. Having a goal other than the main campaign's goal as like a side thing for your character to be focused on gives them a lot more personality. And then having weaknesses that are either permanent or that can be overcome through interactions with the party or by yourself can really help grow your character over time so that you're not the same person as you were when you started out.
Yeah, I totally agree with all of that. So what species are you most looking forward to playing using the Apotheosis system, and why?
Right now, I mentioned it in the last playtester interview, but right now, definitely the meldling that I made, which is kind of like a living metal symbiote. Others might consider it a parasite, but my people wouldn't have been able to survive without it. So, because all of the food was dying on our planet and there was no more light anymore. So it allowed us to survive without regular food. And having such a unique culture means that when I go out into other people's cultures in the rest of the space campaign, there's going to be a big contrast in how I view the world and how other people view the world.
That's great. And now this one, basically you wrote the story for the character. You also wrote the story for the society and the world it came from. So you're collaborating with the storyteller for that game. Mm-hmm. And they're just inserting everything that you've written with minor tweaks right into their storyline, which allows you and the storyteller to work together on this. And then you can sort of play the character from your point of view, and then she can kind of present a world for you to walk into.
And also, when you're working with a space campaign like we are, it's a lot easier to just say, I live in this planet really far away. You'll never have to deal with it as a storyteller.
Right. Right.
And it doesn't impact the rest of your world. It's just my little pocket of the universe is like that. So,
Yeah, it's perfect.
and it doesn't overtake your storyteller's setting at all.
It's really important with characters to consider when you're playing them or writing for any type of media that characters don't come from a vacuum. They came from somewhere. So keeping those things in your mind, making notes on your character sheet, filling out the background section of the character app in detail so that you can reference that, and even looking at it at the beginning of each game and adding to it at the end of each game is really important for the character's growth and for your ability to play the character really the way that you envision them. So as you've been playing through the Apotheosis system, what's been your favorite game mechanic so far, and why?
I like that I can just go in and make a race, and it assigns it a point value, so that it does a lot of easy balancing work that you'd have to struggle with in other gaming systems to agree as a consensus with a group of what's fair. With this, the system does it for you. So there's not that feeling of, well, he gets this, why don't I get that?
Yeah, that's
And
that's
then,
really really vital. So having a balanced encounter from player to player, and it stops an awful lot of bickering, knowing that the system auto balanced everything for you. So that's really great. Well, thank you very much for coming out today and talking through these points with us. And hey, guys, Amanda is also 3D Artificer. She's printing all of our miniatures for us for our Kickstarter and our different tier gifts on Patreon. Please go ahead and check out her stuff over on Facebook. She made a Facebook page, and I'm sure she'll be putting out more of her content soon. And of course, guys, if you like the video, like it, subscribe, and check us out on Patreon because we have more content over there. We include some of Amanda's new prints for her miniatures and an awful lot of art that we've been working on here. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.